2019, it's here. What do you need to do for your social media success? Stay tuned. I'm going to give you some tips, tactics, some trends I think that you need to look at for this year. Stay tuned. Hey, it's Philip here, the Curly Marketer. You're very welcome to the first Curly Marketer tip video of 2019. Very happy New Year to you. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. 2019, what is it going to bring for social media? Well, if 2018 is anything like what we've experienced, I think we're going to see lots of more innovations, more change, social media constantly going at a rapid pace. So what I wanted to do was give you some of my own, I suppose, points, some areas that I'm going to be looking at, tactics and trends that I feel we need to look at for 2019 as part of our social media strategy. As always, I've made a few notes. The grey hair, yes, the grey cells are not what they were. So I thought, let's get this rolling. And I have 6 kind of key things that I feel you should consider for your business. Maybe they're not all going to be suited to you, but certainly test as many as you can to see if they're right for you. Now, the first one is video. Yes, I know we've all said video. We were pounding on about video in 2018, and for good reason, because people, consumers, the general public, you, me, we all love video. This is what people are consuming. And a lovely bit of research that I came across from Animoto, who have a wonderful kind of video tool, is that 93% of businesses who were basically interviewed by Animoto reported that they increased their business, or they generated revenue from social media, from videos that were produced. So that is a big thing, because obviously you're in business to get more clients, and a video is a wonderful way to present your business, your services to your community. It has that real sense of trust, transparency, a bit of engagement. Another excellent piece of information from Entrepreneur was that video accounted for 78%, or is expected to account for 78% of all mobile data this year. So once again, it's a mobile world as well, and people are consuming video on the go on their mobile. So it is massive. And I think kind of looking on from that as well is the whole area of live video. We started to touch on it with Facebook Live, Instagram Live. We've always had, say, Twitter and Periscope, etc. But people have started to embrace the live kind of functionality, because once again, it gets you very close to your community, to get engaged, to make them feel that they have a sense of understanding of what you're about. And I think once again, where appropriate, I think live video, going live for your audience, totally natural, talking about a topic that they're going to be interested in, I think is going to be a real game changer. And there's something that I'm going to be looking at for my own business this year. The next one is stories. Instagram stories, Facebook stories. And you see, there is a link between stories and videos, because once again, you're giving your community access that they might ordinarily not have access to. Background scenes, your daily life, your thoughts, what's going on in a very natural setting. And it's, once again, it's all going around what I feel is the tone of voice for 2019 that we all need to embrace, is to be authentic. You know, be human, be engaged, be real, be transparent, and generate trust. And video, stories, they give people that glimpse into, I suppose, your business, into your life, your personal sense, so they get a real sense as to where they can identify with you. So definitely look at stories. I think there's so many kind of uses, so many opportunities out there to incorporate these into your social media marketing. You know, and let's not forget that Instagram in particular has 400 million daily users, and Facebook Live, Facebook Stories has 300 million daily users posting on these channels. And the great thing is that if you do an Instagram story, you can automatically post that over to your Facebook story to keep both sets of audiences engaged. So definitely look at stories for your social media strategy. I think a huge one, as I've been mentioning all along, is trust. 2018 was a disaster for social media. We had obviously the Cambridge Analytica affair with Facebook. We had Twitter with their bot controversy. And I think people, have really kind of taken a step back and started to question, the relevance, or, is social media something that can be trusted? And this was sort of brought out by an excellent social media report by Hootsuite, which you can definitely check out the link on the blog post that goes with this video on my website, where they kind of came across a very staggering and worrying figure that 60% of people actually now don't trust social media channels. So I think as social media marketers and marketers in general, it's our job to build that trust, and that's why things like video have become so popular, because it creates that sense of authenticity. But remember about GDPR. Don't forget it. If you have European-based customers, you work in Europe, you're based in Europe, be GDPR compliant. Make sure customers are fully aware, you're transparent and you're trustworthy, how you're going to use their data when it's collected. And if there's any queries or concerns from them about their data or removing their data, you have to do it. You know, the time now has come where trust is critical, and it's everyone's job to work on rebuilding that with the various marketing channels at our disposal. I don't particularly like them myself, but the next one is chatbots, and you know, they are starting to prove very, very advantageous. I think we're going to see a lot more businesses using chatbots as we did in 2018. And I suppose, yes, from the whole customer service experience point, where you can have an automated chatbot basically being very concise in the answering to very specific questions and even qualifying leads to your website, I think it is definitely something that is unavoidable, that they have become potentially now something that's very advantageous, and something that, once again, I'm probably just going to have to get over my hump with them and integrate them onto my own website. IGTV, once again, in this whole video scenario, I think very, very worthwhile to look at, particularly because of the fact that IGTV is vertical videos and they're very much on mobile. And once again, it's based around the hub of your Instagram channel. And Instagram as a social media channel this year, I think, is really just going to explode, and it's going to be one of those channels that we all need to be on in some shape or form. And IGTV, once again, from the video perspective, I think has huge potential if can be tapped into correctly. And the final tip really is one that I've harped on about through all of my channels last year and even in 2017, and it's about personal engagement. At the end of the day, social media is about being social. And when you have followers who are engaging with your content, just don't keep pushing content out and never respond, engage, interact with them. People want to be interacted. They want to feel that they have your attention and that you're taking what they're communicating back to you seriously, and that they feel part of what you're trying to do. And thanking followers, retweeting people who have posted something that you feel is of brand worthiness, getting involved in conversations online, and building a community where there's two-way interaction, I think, is the way to go. That is how you're going to get real traction and rebuild that community sense of trust. So I hope you found that curly marketer tip useful. There are some things I think you should definitely look at for your social media strategy. If you're watching me on YouTube, do subscribe to the channel. I hope you like the content, and by subscribing it means that you get notified that I have some new videos up. If you're watching me on LinkedIn and we're not connected, I'd love to get connected with you, meet new people, and as always, if I can help you with social media, don't hesitate to reach out. And if you're watching this video because you're reading the blog on the website, which is thecurlymarketer.com, do subscribe, and there is a excellent guide how to create your digital marketing strategy, which might be just what you need to get yourself ready for 2019. As always, I'm on Twitter at @PTwyford, and I'll see you again soon for another curly marketer tip. Take care.